he gave me that one little detail on how to properly position the elbow behind the knee. And then I was able to use that in competition versus like really good wrestlers, explosive guys, some of the best guys in the world. And even if I'm fighting like an explosive wrestler, judoka, and I don't have such good takedowns, I always use sit-up guard, even versus the most explosive athletic people. And I traditionally thought of the sit-up guard as something that maybe like, you know, if you're like more smaller and you fight a big, explosive, strong wrestler, you would think the single leg guard is the last thing you want to use. Maybe you want to do spider guard or something. But I have found with the most athletic, crazy, whatever, this is probably the most effective guard for sweeping. And it seems like you have to wrestle a lot, but if you get the right positioning behind that knee, they can't put their weight on you. And that's why I like it so much. Imagine you're in close guard, the guy stands up, and you can tell, oh, go all the way up, yep. You can tell you're just about to get the guard opened. As soon as I feel that, I'm just gonna have both sleeves, I unlock my legs, and now it's very easy from here. I can just kind of control and stall a bit. And when I'm ready, I can switch to the ankle, push the hip out, and start going to the sit-up guard. Like I talked about every other position we did, getting distance first is a major thing, right? So we're here, I switch to the ankle. When I'm ready to go, I like to push on the hip rather than on the thigh. A lot of people will push on the thigh and it can work, but if he turns his knee slightly inward, it can be keep your leg closer, yeah. It can be hard to push out, but the hip always pushes them back. Really easy to control that way, right? So I want to create a lot of space here. Once I create space, it makes it easier to set up, because what happens is, you know, I'm going to set up like this. I'm going to show the details in a second on that. But if he's a lot closer to me, my legs kind of get jammed up like this, and now it's hard to sit up. When I have him further back, sorry, right? Yeah, you see when I'm further back like this, my leg is pointed this way. That makes it easy to sit up and get in tight on this. Does that make sense? So if you're too jammed up, you can't do it, just like everything else, right? Right, so we're here, like this, right? So I can have the knee pressure. I don't even have to put the hook in. You can have the hook, but if it's not available, I could just use the knee. So I push on the hip, and I want to push him pretty far back. Now, when I sit up, what I want to do is I want to clamp my left heel really tight behind the calf. Okay, a big mistake here is people will be loose with this left leg, and then when they set up to go here, this leg can step back a little bit, and then you're not so tight. I want to be super tight on this leg, right? So I'm here, I got the ankle, right? Push out like this. Okay, now I clamp my left heel tight to lock that calf in. When I sit up, watch how I do this. See, I make my arms straight and I go all the way in. I want to bring my chest or like my pec all the way to the crook of the knee, and I can hook my elbow. You see that? Now I can really buckle behind this knee. What I don't want is for him to like be able to turn his knee towards me and kind of push me back down, right? So I almost want to get behind that leg. So what that looks like here is when I come up, I'm like this. So now if you turn your knee towards me, you see how that's really heavy on the leg. Now I can start grabbing the lapel, the sleeve, different things like that. We're going to focus first on just getting that control on the knee rather than the sweep. The sweep will come later. Right, so we're here, right? I'm like this, or here. We push the hip out. Again, you see how far away I am? You guys are gonna have a really hard time. If you're here, it's gonna feel like this, right? The further back you get them, the easier it's gonna be. See, I'm way back here. Clamp the left calf in, and I sit up. Okay, see how far forward I go. Hook with the elbow, and now I can kind of pull that knee back into me, right? I get a lot of pressure on that. Then I can start feeding the sleeve and use that to go for different sweeps and things, okay? But I want you guys first to feel this, getting the elbow behind the knee. Again, don't focus so much on going for the sleeve, because see, this is all loose. I could do this and he can move and stuff. When I get this, it's buckling him already. Now I can feed the sleeve, grab the lapel, and start going for the sweep. We'll do the sweep next. Right now, my main focus is just getting that good position and pressure behind the thigh, right? So we're here, make space, get the ankle, right? We push out, clamp there, sit up, really deep, right? Again, an easy way to practice it is just make your arms straight and try to touch your chest to the knee. If that feels hard, usually it's because you're too close, like this, right? So have that distance, forward, hook there. That gets that buckle behind the knee, and then we can start working, just like this.
More sideways.
Yeah, it's weird. You see, it's just like I hook my elbow.
Okay.
Right, see, I'm not holding anything here, right? But if he turns his knee to the right, it's like, It's a lot of force, right? So when I get here like this, right, you can pull, now I could go there, try to go for this, whatever I can get, and then it's very easy to like wrestle up. Right, we just get behind the elbow. Honestly, whenever I show a set of techniques or move systems, whatever, you guys get to learn all of these cool different attacks, but realistically, just like one detail, it can be so incredibly powerful, right? Like this sit-up guard system is a lot of what Lucas Lepre used. I trained with Lucas Lepre a long time, and just working with him for like, I don't know, 10 years training, we're just gonna really focus on that detail, because I think that's the one that most people miss. So we're here, right? Again, I want to make space. Also bringing in some stuff from the other day with it. Let's say I was here and I couldn't make space. He's a little too tight. Remember how, like we said, like, oh, if you can't go this way, I could pull and go overhead. You can mess with their balance. All the other stuff we did, messing with balance, can be used, right? Like, let's say he's got my lapel here, minus the mic. Yeah, good job, right? So like we're here, right? Now maybe it's hard to go to the setup because he's got my lapel. He can push me with the lapel, right? So that off balance stuff we did the other day, you see I knock him over. I could go for a berimbolo, but he comes back up. You see, I knock him up. You see, now I'm going again, right? Or he's got the lapel again, right? And then I go up like that, the off balance, and push your hand across. No. Go back up. You post your hand across so you don't fall. Yeah, because what happens, see, he's here, but when I do this, he wants to keep his balance. So he's going to let go of the lapel. Yeah. You see why he does that? If he doesn't, then he'll just, shoulder plant, right? That happens all the time. So now it's easy from there to come up again into this position. I think I lost at least one of the mics, maybe. I lost both of the mics. Okay. I don't know where the other mic is. Is it? Oh, there it is. All right, we got two mics. All right. So, yeah, learning to mess around with their base like that's very useful on the setup. So we're here, so we kick him out. Again, I sit up. Notice if you feel like, okay, I can't quite, I can't push him anymore. Look, I can slide back. You see? I just slide myself back a little bit, right? So I'm here, I clamp that calf in. Big mistake people make here is they're loose on that, or even worse, if they have two sleeves, they try to do it with two sleeves. Now when I go, that leg can step back a little bit and I lose that tightness on the leg, right? So I want to be here like this, sit up and hook, okay? Now this is what I really want to focus on. I would not do it this way, but this is a great way to exaggerate to make the point, okay? If it's almost like if you were trying to hang from a bar with the crook of your elbow. That's how I think of it. I get my elbow behind by going really deep, and I hook there. See, I'm not holding it if you turn your knee to the right, like yeah. You see how I have that weight behind the leg? That makes it so he can't put his weight on me. Okay, so when you feel this from top, it's just like the person's glued behind your leg and you just can't shift around to do anything about it, right? So I'm here like this, I push him out, sit up, and I hook that. You see, and I keep that pressure kind of driving. You see, I can even make him post sometimes there. I can feed the sleeve, I could try to get the lapel, right? It becomes very easy to work from there. Okay, so I want you guys to really focus on that. We'll go ahead and do the first sweep now, but I want you to really focus on that. So now we get up here, I'm gonna feed this sleeve, and instantly when I feed it, I catch this lapel. If I stay here too long, he could posture up and try to rip out of this. So when I make that adjustment, I'm here, I feed, I might hold it for a second, and quickly catch this so he can't rip out. Now I pull my elbow down and I drive him forward, and a lot of times you'll just get a straight sweep here. Okay, it can vary how they respond, and we'll deal with some other responses later. But for now, we'll just do the basic sweep. See, learn to mess with the balance and the base. Boom, sit up, go here, catch this, pull tight, and I drive forward, and we come up. Make sense? All right, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you see how this creates kind of that angle there? Yeah, and get your elbow crook behind her knee more. Yes, now you try to turn your knee to the right. Yeah, and keep your weight that way. You feel how yes. You see how that's like super hard to turn back? Now from here, grab the far lapel with your right hand, pull the elbow tight, head forward, pull, and then yes, beautiful, and then come up. Yes. Right, but yeah, go ahead.
No, go on, yeah.
Yep.
You know when you break in the grip, you just like my natural thing is to like kick through, but you're always kicking it.
Yeah, you want to kick it, I'll show you here. Let me do it. Couple things. So let's say I'm here. First off, if they have the pant here and I could have my foot on the hip, you could technically not even break the grip and do this. So I could just push it, keep the pant if you can. Yeah, I could just do that and still do it. Yeah, but a lot of times it's good to be able to do it. So what I say is, if they have my pants, I wouldn't kick here because I might over kick through and they can sit down to half guard. So I would kick outside. The only exception to that would be if she grabbed my ankle. Now sometimes kicking outside's hard, but I can do it, keep it tight, yeah. I can do this like short kick inside without going too far. So then I'll come back out, right? But yeah, so ideally it would be kick out here. I can stall, go foot on hip if I want, or I could stay here, mess with their base and stuff like that. Let's look at a common pattern here. So again, we're trying to make space. Again, I don't always have to have the De La Hivoc with this. Knee pressure is totally fine. If I try to push the hip and I feel like a lot of resistance back, I can try to pull and create those overhead off balances. You really want to develop a sensitivity for those kind of off balances, right? If I use a lot of knee pressure, his knee comes back into me, then I might be able to use the hook and mess with this balance there, right? You see, if I want to push him back and I can't, I could pull him forward and then he resists back a little and then it's easy to push. So try to develop that sensitivity. That's a big skill set to have, right? Especially the smaller you are, right? So we're here, so I kick out. So now we set up, I hook behind the knee with the elbow. I'm gonna feed the sleeve. The first sweep we did, I pull and take them down. Sometimes when you do this, they're gonna post this far arm on the floor. And we're gonna use this pattern all the time. So what'll happen, I'll just make it happen first. So I'm gonna pull you and then you pull across, exactly. When this happens, I like to grab behind the tricep like this, because now it plants all their weight on that hand and it's very, very difficult to get their weight off that hand. Now I can just press and come up behind to take the back or do a single leg. A lot of times here, you could just come up and then start coming around for the back. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Here, right? Sometimes I'm here, we push out, we come up here, we go here, boom, and I go forward like this. It's important to mention when you do this, my weight more drives forward. A lot of people make the mistake with this one where they kind of lean back like this trying to clip it. You see how I'm going backwards? But now if he posts his hand, right, I'm like not in a position to wrestle up. I'm kind of way out of position. This technique, you need to be forward a lot to do it well, right? So we're here, boom, we go up here, bang, I go forward. You see how quick and easy it is for me to switch there, and I can start wrestling up, start locking my chest to the back, and then I just follow from here. If he tries to roll over his right shoulder, that's your left shoulder, that's fine, right? I just keep my chest to the back, right? When you keep your chest to the back, you have the back. I don't need to know exactly all the spots where I need to put my feet and stuff, but if my chest is on his back cannot be on the floor. It's impossible for both of those things to happen at the same time, right? So that's kind of my compass. Whenever I see the back, I just lock my chest on the back and then I just follow it. Boom, boom, go out, I come up, pull him forward. We lost the mic again. We're just gonna give up on it. All right, we're here, I'm forward, I catch the tricep. See, I press, start coming up. You see, I see the back here and I lock onto the back. Now here, I'm just following through. If he tries to go through to his left shoulder, you see how my chest just followed right through naturally? That's again, the big idea with those like bigger concepts, right? Is when you get the big picture, you can like intuitively self-solve a lot of problems, right? So catch the tricep, try to wrestle up, get the chest on the back. You guys can feel it out from there. Okay, again, you try to do the first one, they cross arm post, and then that's why you do this. Yep. Oh yeah, behind the tricep. Yeah, grab the material, because you get like a handlebar with it, and you can press it away, and then almost like an action figure toy, you know? Yeah, there you go. Now freeze here, don't move. Keep the chest on the back. Now take your left arm, go around his ribs or something. Yeah. You see, as long as this stays constant, that this is attached, right? I actually like almost open my chin up and grab with your chin. I don't know if that makes sense, but like up here. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there you go. Like that. See, there you're in position. Now, we don't have room here, but if he suddenly rolled to his right shoulder, you just follow him. Oh, right. Yeah, you see how you're still on the back, right? Because a lot of times people get caught up in like leg positioning and where is this? There may be 6 or 7 valid ways to position your legs, but keeping your chest on the back will be involved in every good move. So just keep the chest on the back. So now we try to go for the sleeve, but he postures up a little bit, and I just can't feed this sleeve. So I'm gonna kind of buckle the knee by kind of leaning back, and I'm gonna try to grab the lapel with my hand instead. You see this? Right, you guys can't, but take my word for it. right? So I'm here. So I kind of like, as he postures up, see him pull the hand away, I can't reach it. So I kind of pull and then I try to get this. If I can't, sometimes I'll literally pull it out and feed it or just do like a low grip, but I want to get some kind of a grip on the lapel. Okay, from here, let's say he tries to push my leg down. If I keep the sleeve, he thinks he has like a knee cut here. He can knee cut into me, but as long as I have this, he doesn't have a post, so I can make him post and then go back to the same one. You will hit this all the time, right? And even better with this one is I'll be here, you kick out, you go here, and sometimes when you go for this, they'll dig an underhook on your arm with their right arm sometimes, right? Like this, so dig the underhook, go deep underhook. Yeah, they get this. And now it feels like you're in deep trouble because they got a good underhook on you. As long as I have this sleeve, he can't post. So now when we go in here for the knee cut, he's just gonna face plant. Right, it's very easy to hit this. Such a simple concept. If they're ever knee cutting this way and I can control that far sleeve, it's very easy to threaten their balance. Right, so we're here. I can even skip the sleeve and just go straight to the lapel. Cool thing with the lapel, not only does it keep the single leg in, it controls his posture well. So if he postures up a bunch here, it's pretty strong. You see, I can kind of pull him forward. Could just wrestle up here like this, right here, right? So what's gonna happen, we're gonna get this lapel, he pushes the leg in between. Okay, I wanna keep my knees tight. And as we go in, I just kind of use my feet under the butt to bump like that. Sometimes they'll flip immediately. A lot of times they'll post the arm across and we go back to the same tricep grip. All right, so we're here. Boom, say I'm messing the base and all that. Boom, come up here. I get this guy, he pushes my leg down. I get the sleeve. See, I lift and come up. Simple concept. Make sense? See, the reason I showed this system last rather than first is I feel like, again, the sleeve control and the ankle control are the pre-setups. If you just have the single leg guard and you start, stand up, and he's like got his hands forward, his legs back, like kind of like athletic stance, I can't grab a single leg, right? So even if you like to, it's like hard to do that. So I have to engage this. But if I have good sleeve and ankle controls, the match starts, I get a sleeve and I fall back and start threatening this. He defends by keeping his elbow knee tight. Naturally, I'm getting to the ankle. You see and how easy it is to switch? I did it there without the sleeve. You can do that too. But so you see, having multiple guards allows you to connect a lot of things together. So again, that's why I like to focus on the sleeve and the ankle controls first, because they will segue into all the other positions. Does that make sense? Okay, so one more time. Here, again, if you ever feel like, oh, you can't move them, you can check their balance and base, move them around side to side, push, come up for the sleeve, can't get that, we get the lapel. He comes in, I tuck the arm so he can't post. That'll force him to post the other arm across. I can catch the tricep and come up if I need to. Or if he just face plants, then that's great too. Okay, so now let's talk about the back step a little bit. First off, when I get here, the back step really isn't that easy to do if you have their weight driven forward, okay? So if we're here in the first place, right? I start like this, I kick the hip out. When I go up here, you see if he starts back stepping here, you see how I'm kind of pulling him forward immediately. I have this left foot on the floor, I'm kind of framing here. It's very hard to get a meaningful back step. So I get this. So I make that hard in the first place. But let's just say I get here and then somehow he's gonna start going for this back step. What he would like to do is something like this and drop to like a reverse half guard or a knee bar type thing. Right, so go up. No, you're fine.
I won't do that.
You're fine.
I'm used to doing it.
You did good. Right, so but that's the right thing, right? So he would want to do that. So what I always focus on, we're gonna turn this way to show it.
Sure.
What I always focus on is I know he's gonna want to do that back step. So what I do is as I feel it, I'm always gonna lift this foot high because he's gotta clear it to get this kind of knee bar half guard thing. If I'm up here, he'd have to high step that and I can make it really hard by going there. What I do there is I'm gonna catch his collar and punch his neck away. So you come back up on your hand, push your, yeah, like this. See, now I can kind of keep him away. This is really annoying. So keep coming back into me, you see? And then I can just come up here like this, okay? So you have to kind of get good at just feeling that move. Again, a lot of this is preemption. I'm always messing with their base, doing stuff like that. I come here, boom, right? He starts trying to backstep. I feel it. I come up high like that. See, boom. If he tries to club me, then he's just gonna fall and give the sweep. A lot of times they'll post their hands on the foot. Yeah, you see, and I punch the neck. Now you try to come back into me here. It's very hard, right? I come up here. There's another one, we'll do it next. If you can't come up this way, there's another one we're gonna do. But see, I keep him pushed away. I keep this butterfly hook, and see, I kind of inch up to my knee and come up here. Make sense? One more time. Right, we're here. We go out, we're up here. Start going like this. He tries to back step. Right, see, boom. Like that there. Make sense? It's a little bit of a tricky one, but it's really important to know. Simple concept, just point that left foot high and grab the collar, because he can't backstep it if the foot's really high. Right, don't try to catch the leg, you'll miss it. So let's just say I'm here, we'll go super slow so I can show it. If he slow motion backsteps and I try to clip it, I might miss it. Right, go back. If I just go, okay, I know he's backstepping and I go really high, I'm above his back. You see? And then I can even get him to go back forward and go, right? So just when in doubt, I just put the leg up high and I'll often block something. Make sense? All right, guys, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Yep.
This,
yep.
Right? And so he's backing out, and I got him right here.
Yeah.
And then here.
So you want to switch this hand to this cross collar and push his neck. Push it away. So now he comes up on his arm to try to come back up. Keep your right butterfly hook in.
So my right.
Yes. Now you keep trying to come back up. And you see how it's hard? Now just kind of wrestle up to your knee. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so usually, let me do it. Useful detail here is you want to lower your lapel grip when you come up. So let's just say I'm here, right? So I'm here, something like this. Let's turn this way so we don't hit anyone. Right, so you backstep here, right? So backstep. Right, boom, post, you need to post your hand on the floor. Yeah, so you don't fall, right? So I'm here, so I punch here, right? So now as you try to come back up into me, you see that makes that hard, right? We're gonna pull this out for now, right? So I pull here, right? So now when I come up, sometimes if my hand is too high, it can be hard to come up, right? So I kind of lower the grip. You see that? It's kind of funky. I don't know where yeah, there it is. Yeah, right, so I lower that grip sometimes, right? Yeah, I can also, sometimes when I'm here, come back up. Right, he's trying to come up, keep coming out on top of me, come up on top of me, and then I can come back out the other way too. Like that, and then go for the back. Cool, no problem. Yep. All right, guys, bring it in. Try an overhead threat. Good, go back up. I want you to try to off balance him overhead this way. Here, foot on the hip. Yep, pull your knees to your chest. Yeah, cut it in. Yep. Yeah, that's the one I want. Yeah, you see how you cut the sleeve in? Let me do it. Right. Oh my God, the sun. It's like a World War I fighter pilot.
It's me.
No, you should just use it against me. Yeah, so you see I'm here, right? So see, boom. You see I pull, and then you feel that?
I do.
Right? So you just boom. Yeah, it's like a whip.
Roll 'em over.
It's like a whip. It's very different than a normal overhead sweep. I feel like a lot of times we think of the overhead sweep like I'm loading you on my feet. I hold
like
your weight.
airplane.
Yeah. And that's valid too. But a lot of times like these are so nice. They're so much better. Because you see like it feels like you're completely fine. Right? And you see boom. Yeah. And if I do that hard, it's like a whiplash.
That's awesome. Sweet, thanks man.
Yeah, you can do that with, I should have shown that during the camp. I call it double sleeve butterfly guard, but I do this a lot too now. Because here they can't grab the sleeves and then I just pull. Yeah, and then I just
head plant?
Yeah, they face plant, front flip, it's nasty.
My God.
Yep. Yeah, let's see it, let's try it. It's a tough one, Yep. Grab the far sleeve, keep the far sleeve first. Okay, so you switch up to the single leg grip. Yep, pit stop here. Right, so now from here, let's say you get feed the lapel to your hand. So feed the lapel to your left hand. Yeah, just whatever you can get. So now here, she's gonna try to backstep, which is gonna go off the mat. So maybe turn this way a bit. Yeah, that's good, perfect. Right, so now, when she tries to backstep, your right hand's gonna come up to the cross collar. Your left foot should come up high in the air here because you want to prevent the backstep. You see, so now when she tries to backstep, you see how I try to backstep her? Backstep, backstep. Yep, keep going. Let me go on top.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. So you're here, so you're gonna sit up and grab the single leg.
Oh,
Now you're right into the pool. That would be my luck. I could imagine. Okay. Okay, so you're here, grab the lapel. I would grab like that there.
Yeah.
Yep. So they're gonna be here, right? Like this. So now they're gonna try to do this and come down. So push my neck, and you see this, don't pull, push. Yes, this catches me. Yeah, here. Boom, now butterfly hook this. Elevate, keep it near my knee. Elevate and push my neck. You see, you're still pulling. You gotta push, 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 push. There you go. Now start coming up on your left knee. Keep coming up, keep coming up. There you go. Right, but the collar, I feel like in general, a lot of people when they have the collar, they think they have to pull.
Yeah.
But the push is just as important or more important. I use that collar to push all the time in the neck.
Okay.
Cool?
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.